Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Arla Park for the third qualifying round of the FA Cup, sponsored by the Emirates. We're here today for the game, the visit of National League Southside Dartford. We'll bring you all the action of the game as it happens, providing that the weather holds out. At the moment, it's gloriously sunny here at Arla Park. To say that it's been raining has been a small statement. It had been absolutely hammering down earlier, but at the moment we're in glorious sunshine. How long it will last, we only know. If it does rain and starts coming into our press area, then we will be running like the wind, and we'll apologise for that. And also, because it's stormy, you may lose a little bit of connection here as there are some building work going on, so we'll do the best we can for you today. If you do want to get in contact with us here at Rebels Radio, then you can do it through two ways. If you're listening on YouTube, you can go onto the comment section, it will come through to us here. Or if you're listening and you want to get to us, you can tweet us at MyFC Rebels Radio. It will come through to us here, and we'll give you a shout out. So we'll do that for you as well, and we'll try and keep you up to date with some of the goals from around advertised in the FA Cup. And also, of course, there are 6 Southern Premier League games going on as well, and we'll try and update you with those as they happen, and we'll run through those teams and those games for you in a second. Just a reminder, if you are here, obviously you can't drink after 2:45 because the FA have some silly rules that you can't drink alcohol and watch the game at the same time. You at home do not have to go through to those different things. If you're at home, please feel free to have a drink after 2:45. Unfortunately, the poor people here can't. So after 2:45, there'll be no drinking, and so there'll be no drinking until after the game. So the people here are at the moment taking advantage of that, stuck over in the bar on the far hand side. Dartford have come down around the M25, that horrible road, in a luxury double-decker coach that seated fans and players. So there's a large number of Dartford fans here at the moment. The stand on our left-hand side, the main stand at the moment, the one not being built, for those of you who haven't been down, there is a roof slowly going on that main stand on the far hand side. So there is progression each time that we come down, and always good to see. Can't remember what I was saying now. Should I just do the teams or something? That'd be easy. I'll start with the Dartford. Our visitors today, they will be wearing white and black shirts with white shorts and white socks. In goal for them is Darren Ibrahim. 2 is Tom Gardiner. 3 Keaton Wood. 4 Tom Bonner. 5 Ronnie Vint. 6 Alex Brown. 7 Ryan Hayes. 8 Elliot Bradbrook and captain. 9 is Danny Harris. 10 is Andy Pugh, and 11 is Luke Wanido. The substitutes for Dartford are 12 Dwayne Orifi Achimpong, 14 Lee Noble, 15 is Ellis Brown, goalkeeper is 17 Tony Coxell, 18 is Temi Wika, and 19 is Henry Fulton. For the Rebels, we have Mark Scott in goal, 2 and captain Sean Fraser, 3 Paul Stonehouse, 4 is Guy Hollis, 5 Mark Nesbitt, 6 Lee Togwell, 7 is James Dobson, 8 Simon Dunn, 9 Gavin James, 10 Nathan Webb, and 11 is Warren Harris. Substitutes for Slough, Josh Jackman was 12, 14 Dan Hicks, 15 Gherkin Gockman, 16 is Adrian Sear, 17 is goalkeeper Jamie Jackson. Cheers. Alright, someone just give me another team sheet for some reason. What's the change on here? I don't know. There's another team sheet here somewhere, so I'll attempt to stick that one up in a second. Good afternoon, everyone. Sorry about the problems there with the radio there. Hopefully you can hear us now early in the game. So, large number of Slough fans behind the Dartford goal who are in. As we're just making sure we're goal, looking to play. Good afternoon, everyone. Hopefully we're back on air now and you can hear us. It's 8 minutes gone so far in the FA Cup. I'll try and run through the teams again. Just having a few technical problems here at the moment. I can tell you that Slough have scored already in the 6th minute. James Dobson put a free kick in on the far hand side and it was turned into the goal by one of the Dartford players. So Slough lead for an own goal here and we are currently 8 minutes into the game. Apologies for any technical problems that we may have had. We'll try and keep our eye on those as we go through. So hopefully you can hear us all now. And ball's just on the far hand side. It's coming to the middle to Simon Dunn. And Dunn just plays the ball forward a bit too far. It's gone into the arms of the goalkeeper, Ibrahim. And Ibrahim just immediately kicks the ball straight out of play there. So Slough have a throw, much to the amusement of the fans who are around. And a large crowd here today as Slough have a thrown on this near hand side with Fraser. Fraser just throws the ball in. It's headed clear and it'll come through to Pugh. Pugh plays it back in here to Brown. Brown just can play ball. Ball forward here and Guy Hollis has to be alert. He's got Danny Harris on him. Plays the ball inside but Paul Stonehouse is there to cut back and gather the ball and clear it. There's been a substitution already. Gavin James has left the field. Charlie Moon has come on for him after 3 minutes. Ball down with Togwell. Togwell crossing the halfway line, bringing the ball forward. He's got a couple of Slough players to his right. One of them is Nathan Webb. Webb here gets So good afternoon. I think we're back with you. So we're experiencing a few problems here at the moment. So we'll try and do our best to keep it going. And what I'll do is I'll just see if we can keep the going, and I'll try and keep the game going. It's a free kick at the moment to Dartford inside their own penalty area. It's going to be taken by the goalkeeper Ibrahim. Ibrahim with the ball down the field. plays the ball down, looking for the run of Moon, but it's just a bit too far in front of him, and Ibrahim with a clearance that can only be agricultural and out over the top of the stand. So Slough will have a throw in, and we have played 14 minutes into the 9, just keeps crashing at the moment. Slough with the throw, taken quickly. Fraser to Webb. Webb plays inside to Togwell. Togwell back to Hollis. Hollis with a chance to clear the ball down and plays the ball down the line. Only as far as Brown. Brown just controls the far hand side now to Ryan Hayes. Hayes up against Stonehouse, wins a throw in on the far hand side, level with the Slough Town penalty area. So it's still Slough Town 1, Dartford nil. That goal coming on 6 minutes with an own goal. As we wait for this throw. Throw taken quickly on the far hand side. A back heel trying to play it into the path. Cross comes in, comes through to the centre, and then Fraser's first to the ball for Slough, and looks up and just plays a sensible ball to Dunn. Dunn can turn inside his own half, halfway inside the half, trying to chip the ball forward, trying to find a run of Charlie Moon, wearing 18 today, but the ball's been won by Dartford, and Dartford have won a free kick there just inside the Slough half, and it's going to be taken by number 7, who is Ryan Hayes, as the Dartford fans behind the goal start to make a little bit of noise here. Just going to wait for this free kick to come in. It's going to be put in by the left foot, and it's been floated in towards the far post. Mark Scott comes and claims and catches that one well, and tries to release Warren Harris quickly on this long ball down the field. It's a good ball here. Warren Harris in chase. It's being chased here by Wood. Warren Harris keeps the ball by the corner flag, looking for a little bit of help. He plays it offboard and gets a throw in for Slough. Slough looking to take it quickly to Togwell. Togwell takes a throw in towards Fraser. Fraser in towards Dunn. Dunn just turns and chips the ball up, trying to find Charlie Moon. It's a little bit too high. It'll come through to Dobson. Dobson shoots, and that one is in the school that isn't built behind us, and out of play for a goal kick. So our apologies if we've had a few little issues here, but hopefully you can all hear us now, and hopefully it will stay on for the rest of the game. It's just the conditions here are a little bit tight with the weather that we've had. So we'll wait for Ibrahim to get the game back underway with this long kick. Underneath it is Pugh. It's come through though to Fraser. Fraser heads ball clear. Bit of head tennis going on. It's picked up now in the end by Togwell inside the centre circle. Gives it to Webb. Webb in there as well. Plays it out towards Dobson. Dobson with a chance to run at the defence. Goes past a couple of players. Still got the ball at his feet. Cuts inside. Spreads the ball here to Fraser. Fraser on the overlap. And Fraser gets the cross in. Back towards Togwell. And this Togwell's too far. And it's out for a throw. So a goal kick to Dartford. And they take it quickly. Looking for Pugh. Pugh trying to flick the ball on here into the path of Harris. Harris just on the edge of the box. Trying to turn. Plays it out on the far hand side to Hayes. Hayes just running at the defence. Chips. It's a little bit of a wasted ball there. And Nathan Webb, who's come back, will be able to clear the ball down the line. It's going to come through. It's a heavy touch there by a Dartford player. It's gone out for Slough. It's a throw for Slough, taken by Fraser. Fraser comes to Charlie Moon. It's cleared there by Renardo, who just hoofs the ball down, and that will go safely into the feet of Mark Scott inside the Slough goal. Just keeps at his feet while Danny Harris just chases it down, makes Mark Scott pick the ball up. And Scott just rolls the ball out into the path of Hollis. Hollis in towards Fraser. Fraser inside to Togwell. Togwell takes a nice touch, then trying to play Nathan Webb in on his near hand side. Well spotted here by the left back Woods, and it's a throw to Slough. Taken quickly by Moon. Goes in towards Togwell. Togwell chips it back, trying to find Webb. Webb in towards Moon. Moon can run in towards the goal now. Shoots, but it's a bit of a daisy cut, and just wide of the goal. Ibrahim had that one covered. And Ibrahim trying to get Dartford back in the game quickly. Another long ball forwards. It's come off the head of Harris into Hughes, just had to turn away from goal. Bernardo's helpless near hand side. Webb with a challenge to try and cover. Ball's played in now to Bradbrook. Bradbrook pushes the play on the far hand side. Good play there by Dartford. Into the box. Cross this time a little bit better, but this time it's headed clear by Hollis. Only as far as Brown. Brown tries to play a little 1-2, but he doesn't get the ball back. It's cleared by Stonehouse, and then Warren Harris will chase that down. But it'd be easily seen back by Tom Bonner to the goalkeeper Ibrahim. And Ibrahim rolls the ball just to keep it for Slough. Hayes takes the touch. It's come now to Togwell. Togwell's head around as far as Brown, and Brown will cut it out to the right back Gardner, and Gardner takes his time, plays the ball forward, it's over the top of Harris, but finds Pugh, but Pugh can't control the ball, and that's come into the centre, and Slough will pick it up with Nathan playing the ball in that centre area of the pitch. Back out to Togwell, leaves it for Fraser, but Fraser lacking an option here at the moment. Back into where Hollis off, just keeping the ball back between Togwell and Hollis. It's cleared in the end by Bonner. It's out for a throw into Slough, and this is about halfway inside the Dartford half. Again, Sean Fraser standing over this throw, gives it quickly towards Togwell back to Hollis, just inside the Slough half, plays the ball forward, just taking a slight deflection. It will come through into the arms of goalkeeper Ibrahim, with Warren Harris chasing it down. And it remains here on 19 minutes. Slough Town 1, Dartford 0 in this FA Cup third qualifying round match. As the ball's been rolled out on the far hand side now to Vint. Vint just hammers the ball straight at Charlie Moon. We'll go back to his goalkeeper Ibrahim. His box area. Just looking to pummel the ball down the field. Underneath it, Owenhouse with the clearance. Hits Dobson. And it's then out to Brown. Brown with a chance to play the centre back Vint. Vint plays the ball forwards. It's come through. Good play Dartford all. Bradford just in time there, and he's lost. They gain it back with Brown. And then Brown on the far hand side to Garden. Dartford just playing the ball around a bit here. Crossing the field to Bonner. Bonner just chipping the ball forwards, trying to find Hayes. Well spotted by Stonehouse, who times his jump perfectly and heads the ball out. It's a throw into Dartford. A couple of yards inside the Slough half on the far hand side. Taken quickly, trying to find Pugh, but it will come straight through to Mark Scott in the Slough goal. And Scott will try and get Warren Harris launched here. It's a long ball here. Warren Harris trying to chase it. Ibrahim's got to come for that, and he does well there. Does the goalkeeper. Rolls the ball out. Here with the left back Wood. Wood can bring the ball forward. Plays it in here to Pugh. Pugh back towards Bernardo. Bernardo just trying to make a run. Great tackle there by Sean Fraser, but it's picked up by Bradbuck, who chips the ball in, trying to find the run of Andy Pugh, but Slough win the ball. But dilly-dally on the ball, and Bernardo's got the ball now, and chance to cut inside on this left-hand side. Plays it into the box. A turn there, but well spotted by Mark Nisbet, who will bring the ball forward for the Rebels. Looking for Warren Harris. Harris inside the centre circle, holds it up. Plays it back out to Nisbet, who's continued his run from centre-back. Trying to find across to the left-hand side, but it's well spotted there by Gardner. And it comes out to Hayes, who just trapped back. And the sun just beaming down now. Hayes is trying to run at the Slough defence. Goes on the outside of Paul Stonehouse. Gets across him, but it's too close to the goalkeeper, Scott, who easily gathers that one and thwarts that latest Dartford attack. Fairly even game here at the moment. Both sides having a one goal lead. And Scott just launches this long kick down, trying to find Charlie Moon. Underneath it is a play. Bradbuck flicks the ball on. It will come through to Stonehouse. Flicks down, looking for Warren Harris. Harris just slips, trying to win the ball back. And there's a judge to have given a free kick there to Dartford for a foul by Warren Harris. And it's going to be Ibrahim that will come and take this free kick for Dartford. Plays the ball early. Underneath it for Slough's Fraser. Heads it into the middle, where Dunn will flick the ball on again, trying to find Warren Harris. Harris beat into the ball, but it comes through to Togwell. Togwell spreads the play to Dobson on the far hand side. Dobson back into Stonehouse. Back towards Dobson. Dobson closed down and plays it off Ryan Hayes. It's out for a throw for Slough on the halfway line. And it's Paul Stonehouse that will take this throw for Slough. Takes it quickly, gets the ball back and then launches it forwards. Warren Harris will take it on his chest. Finds Charlie Moon. Moon just thought he'd spotted a player on the far right hand side, but there wasn't one there. And his ball will go out of play for a throw. Level with the Dartford penalty area, which Wood will take for Dartford. Just waiting for an option to come for him. And still hasn't taken the throw, still waiting. No, he still hasn't taken the throw, he's going to wait a little while. And takes the throw, trying to find Harris. It's headed clear by Slough. It'll come through in the centre. Vint with plenty of time. Gardner up against Brown. Brown with the time to look up, pass, plays it back to Ryan Hayes and plays the ball inside. There's an offside there, and Slough will have a free kick as the sun just comes beaming in Dartford now as we enter the halfway period of this first half. Harris, who takes the ball down, it's got just on the 25 yards out, he shoots, and unfortunately the person he's hit is one of the Dartford fans behind that goal. It's gone kick. And then we're not back, but pretty aimlessly, and he's just wasting a little bit of time there. Slough won't mind that at all. And Slough will have a goal kick for Mark Scott in his traditional turquoisey blue outfit, which he's been wearing. and launches a long kick down the field. That's poor kick by him, straight out of play and into the what will be, when it's built, the lovely new stand. He's hit it straight into there already, and it's a throw for Dartford on the halfway line. Gardner to take, trying to find Harris. It's come through, cleared by Stonehouse, headed back in by Gardner. It comes through only as far as Togwell. Togwell puts his foot on the ball, plays it out, but well spotted there by Bernardo, who's intercepted the ball, but then Hollis does the same and intercepts his pass, and Slough have the ball with Nisbet just outside their own penalty area. Played up towards Togwell. Togwell trying to flick the ball on. Dartford have got the ball back through here to Harris. Harris a chance to shoot. Oh, and he's gone for the glory, and unfortunately he's hit it straight over the top and over the stand, and that's well wide there by Danny Harris of Dartford. He should have done better. Slough got to be careful about giving that ball away. As Scott with the long clearance down. It's come on the far hand side to Webb. Oh, and it's just wide of the goal on that far hand side. Little deflection there. Jog over to take this one for Slough. Looking for an outswinging corner, this one on the far side. So Dartford have a free kick. This is 40 yards outside the goal. They've sent forwards one of their centre backs in Vint. Sorry, Bonner's the one that's gone forward. Vint is the one just holding back at the moment. So free kick. So hopefully we'll back with you again. So just a few technical problems as we're going on, so apologies for that, and hopefully you can hear us again. And just a break of play there as Sean Fraser was injured, but he's back on the pitch, and it's now back to 11. Ball be laid into the box over the top of everyone, and it's gone out for a goal kick to Slough. So what we're going to do is at half time, I'm actually just going to shut everything down and restart everything. So just bear with us if you can until half time. We're 32 minutes into the game. It's still Slough Town 1, Dartford 0. And what we'll do is we'll close everything down at half time, and hopefully rebooting it will solve some of the problems. It's just a few little technical issues as Mark Scott will get this goal kick underway for Slough. Long kick forwards again, trying to find Charlie Moon. Moon being manhandled there. Wins I thought he'd won a free kick, but he's given away a free kick there, as it's a free kick to Dartford, just halfway inside their own half. They're going to leave this for the goalkeeper. They've just kicked the ball forwards a little bit there, and well spotted by the referee, Mr. Perkis. And the goalkeeper Ibrahim just getting some direction from his bench as to where to put it. Long ball in, trying to find the runner Pugh. Pugh with the chance to bring the ball down. Just runs into Nathan Webb, and Webb trying to clear. We'll give it back to Togwell. Togwell just turns inside. Plays it into Hollis. Hollis with the clearance down the field. Comes up to hits Moon on the head. Slough trying to get there through Dunn. Dunn gets there first. Holds off the challenge off Brown, plays it out towards Dobson. Now Dobson can run at the defence, trying to get another quality ball in. It's cleared easily, but to come through to Daddy shoots. Oh, and it was just wide. There was actually Paul Stonehouse with the shot there from the edge of the area. Just hit it first time, and it flew past the goal, and a little bit wide. It's a goal kick to Dartford, so it still remains Slough Town 1, Dartford 0. Played 33 minutes here at Arbour Park, and Ibrahim will take this goal kick, just pushing the Dartford team forwards. Long ball again, looking for Harris. Harris and Hollis clash, but it's a free header for Fraser. Comes into the middle where Brown heads it down. Saborn Harris trying to get there, but Brad put the ball over to Gardner. Gardner's well to keep that ball in. Goes past Dobson, gives it to Hayes. Hayes can turn, trying to play the ball down. Nisbet sticks the legs out, wins the ball. Hooks on by Stonehouse. Comes through to Warren Harris, who stretches and wins it back. Plays it into Dobson. Dobson just looking to find Charlie Moon. Moon's in an offside position. Surely he's got the ball, but the referee's, the linesman on his near hand side, he wasn't offside. I thought he was way offside, but Charlie Moon's had a shot. It's gone wide of the goal and out for a goal kick. So the linesman there just maybe his eyesight was obscured by this glorious sunshine. It was supposed to rain all day today, and then we've got glorious sunshine. As Dobson wins the header, comes through to Moon. Moon on the centre circle, plays it in towards Webb. Webb just holds the ball up, gives it to Togwell. Togwell chips the ball over now, trying to find the run of Fraser on the overlap. He's got Bernardo in front of him. Fraser just turns back, gives it to Webb. Webb just looks to cut inside, tries to play it in, but he's blocked by Bernardo and comes back out to Togwell. Togwell into Webb on this near right hand side, chipping the ball in for Warren Harris, beaten to it by Dartford. Comes back out to Togwell, just plays it in. It comes off Nathan Webb, and that's out for a Dartford throw. And Wood, the left back, will take this for Dartford quickly. He's just going to wait now, just holding up in play. Goes back to his goalkeeper Ibrahim. Ibrahim, acres of space, no one chasing him down, so he can just bring the ball out to where he needs to. Kicks the ball just slightly outside of his penalty area. Long kick down again, trying to find the run of Harris. Harris up against Hollis. It's Harris who knocks the ball down, but it comes through to a Slough player, and it's Stonehouse with the ball. Gives it to Togwell. Togwell turns, trying to find the run of Charlie Moon. Moon just peeled off a little bit there. And can he keep the ball in? He does well to keep the ball in the far hand side. And then it's cleared by Ronnie Vint, but apparently the ball had already gone out. He's cleared it so far. He's actually hit it over the double-decker coach that is parked up in the car park that Dartford arrived on. So we'll just be waiting for a ball to come, as it's a throw into Dartford, half inside their own half, with roughly 10 minutes of this first half left to play. And they're taking it quickly up the field, trying to find the run of Pugh. Nisbet just makes a mistake, wins the ball back though, good play by him, and then just gets bundled off the ball. Referee doesn't say there's a problem with that. He's trying to play it in, but well spotted by Hollis, who wins the ball back, plays it up towards Harris. Harris just has to chip the ball back towards Dobson. Dobson trying to find the run of a Slough player on the right, but would have plenty of time just to control this ball. Plays it forwards to Bernardo. Bernardo back to Wood. Vint back to Wood. Wood trying to play the ball down, looking for the run here of Harris. Harris does well to get goal side, but he's an offside, and the attack comes to nothing, and Slough marshal the Dartford attack well. And there's still the resemblance. Someone on the far side on the houses must have been a barbecue or a burning thing. There was a strong smell of burning earlier on before the game started. Still get a whiff of that now, as Mark Scott takes his free kick halfway inside the Slough half, plays the ball forwards. Underneath it is Moon, beaten to the ball. It comes through to Warren Harris, who's 25 yards out. Lost the ball though, comes back to Wood for Dartford, chipping the ball out. Again, trying to find the run of Harris, who's working really hard, but he can't keep that ball in. It's out for a throw to Slough. So Slough will just take their time with this throw. Fraser will take it for Slough, just 5 or 6 yards inside his own half. Plays it in towards Webb, but it's a poor throw there, and Nathan Webb's given a foul there for a little push in the back on Bernardo. And it's a free kick to Dartford, just a couple of feet inside the Dartford half. Going to leave it for Wood, who looks like he's a right-footed left back. And he's just waiting for a bit of movement inside there. Chips the ball high in the air. Underneath it for Slough is Dobson. Good clearing header by Dobson. And then it's Bonner who wins the header, but it comes back towards Dobson. Dobson now trying to find a run of Moon. Moon up against Vint, but that ball will run all the way into the arms of Ibrahim in the Dartford goal, who bowls the ball out here to the right-hand side for Gardner. Gardner with acres of time, just trying to pick the pass out. Again, looking for Harris. It's cleared by Stonehouse, and then flicks on by Dunn, but that's out of play and out for a throw to Dartford. So still Slough Town 1, Dartford nil. That goal coming on 6 minutes, an own goal by Dartford from a great free kick on the far hand side by Dobson. As Gardner takes the throw, gives it to Brown, and just as he got the ball back, just played it in here to Vince and just missed the outstanding foot of Charlie Moon. Ball's played forward. Nardo flicks the ball on here, trying to find Wood. Wood can't keep the ball in. It's out for a throw to Slough Town, halfway inside their own half, with literally now just about 8 minutes left of the first half. And just going to wait. Hollis with this long throw for Slough, trying to get some distance on it. And must have been a foul there somewhere, because the referee's blowing for a free kick. Brabbett takes the free kick for Dartford quickly, plays it in towards Brown. Oh, Brown dawdles on the ball, robbed by Harris, and Harris just overrun the ball, but it comes through to Dobson. Dobson flicks it on. Warren Harris knows he's offside, he won't chase after it. So Vint goes to his goalkeeper, and Ibrahim clears. The ball comes out here now to Wood. Wood chipping the ball forwards, trying to find Bernardo. Bernardo up against Fraser, and Fraser does well to win that header. It's a throw into Dartford. Dartford going to leave it for Wood to come across and take this throw. Taken in towards Brown. Brown being forced back on goal by Charlie Moon. Goes back to the goalkeeper Ibrahim, who under no pressure, got plenty of time to control and just keeps his foot on it. Plays it back out here to Bonner. Bonner can turn, bring the ball forwards for Dartford. Comes up towards the halfway line, chips the ball forwards again, looking to try and get past a flick on there. It comes through to Nisbet. Nisbet has plenty of time to hook the ball clear. Vint underneath it for Dartford, takes it on his chest, just overruns it a little bit, chased down by Warren Harris, just holds him off and goes back to his goalkeeper. And Warren Harris just doesn't give it a full chase, and Ibrahim with the clearance. He's now got a couple of players underneath it. First to the ball is Brown, and then it's, as far as Nisbet, then it's taken by Bonner, and Bonner can play the ball forwards. But again, it's well spotted by the Slough defence. Paul Stonehouse with the ball. Plays it up to Moon. Moon just trying to flick the ball in, but gives the ball away to Dartford. And Dartford will chip the ball out here, trying to find a run of Wood. Wood up against Nathan Webb. Turns back, and then Nathan Webb just got a bit of a arm in the face there, referee, and it's a head injury. And there's nothing in it. It wasn't a deliberate push or a foul or anything like that. He's just stuck his arm out as to deflect his hand, and it's a free kick. And Nathan Webb doesn't need any treatment. It's fine. And what's the referee going to do? Because he's going to let Slough kick the ball back, I think. No, what he's done is picked the ball up, and then he's going to drop the ball in front of the goalkeeper, which is absolutely silly. So the ball's with Dartford's goalkeeper Ibrahim. Plays the ball forwards, trying to find Harris. Harris plays the ball off Nisbet. Nisbet gets the second header, only as far as Bradbury for Dartford in that position. Robbed though by Nathan Webb, and then Nathan Webb holds off the challenge, and that is really poor. Nathan Webb's going to get a yellow card here for kicking the ball away. So first yellow card on the game goes to Nathan Webb on 41 minutes. He won the ball back there. He thought he won the foul, the ball cleanly, but the referee said it was a foul. And in his frustration, Nathan Webb has kicked the ball forwards and picks up a silly yellow card. Something that Slough didn't really need at this time. And Webb has got to be careful, because he's just explaining to the ref. I think he's trying to do that. What was the name of that referee that fell when he got pushed by Di Canio? Was it Paul Alcock? He almost did that as he was explaining what happened. As it'd be a free kick to Dartford, just about a yard in front of the centre circle inside the Slough half. It's chipped forwards into the box. It's going to come through. It's Hollis there, and at this time the referee has decided it's a free kick to Slough, much to the amusement of the Slough fans behind our goal to our right, who believe that's the first time that he's mostly done that one, as Hollis was adjudged to have been fouled as he attempted to clear the ball. So we had some horrible rain earlier. There are some dark clouds above, but the sun is out, and it's supposed to. I bet it's going to rain later on when we have to put all the stuff back on the pitch, isn't it? It's going to be one of those days, isn't it? So Scott gets to go back on the this free kick. Long ball trying to find Dobson on the far hand side. Beaten to the ball by Garner, but it comes through to Stonehouse. Stonehouse heads the ball in the middle. Picked up by Brown with a good touch. Plays it into Bradbury. Just turns, plays it back to Vint. Vint trying to play the ball forwards. Oh, it's over the head of Nisbet, but it will bounce all the way through into the arms of Mark Scott. The ball just didn't hold up there for Danny Harris, the Dartford frontman. Just not having a bit of luck, as Mark Scott has the ball in front in his hands. Takes this long kick forwards, trying to get it one by Wood. It'll come through to Bernardo. Bernardo just flicks the ball on immediately. Comes into centre where Hollis is beaten to the ball by Pugh, and then Nisbet wins the next header, but there's an offside. Elliot Bradford, the midfielder, he could get a booking here for dissent, because he reacted terribly to the fact that the referee had blown his whistle for what he thought was a foul, but it was in fact for an offside. That's why I used to be a goalkeeper, you see. Look at that. Reflexes of a cat as our team sheet decides to take a flight somewhere. So still 1-0 to Slough. We're literally about 2.5 minutes to go. Bradford does get the second yellow card of the game. And it's a free kick to Slough on the centre circle inside their own half. As a stray ball just comes on. Kicked off, so Slough will have this free kick. Nisbet standing over this free kick for Slough. Couple of subs warming up on the far hand side for Dartford. As Nisbet just looks to chip this free kick in towards the 18-yard line. It's a free header there for Vint. It'll come through to Dobson. Dobson heads it in towards Moon. Moon with his back towards goal. He's in an offside position, and that will be a free kick. And again, Slough have booted the ball over the top. We're going to need another ball. Well, the ball boys are on fire today. There's a lot of work for them to be done. So we're just going to wait for a ball to come through into the final minute, plus whatever the referee adds on. As people start to make their way round to the bar, they'll be disappointed there's no alcohol on, say, during half time. As FA will say you can't watch a game and drink at the same time, unless of course you're listening to us and watching a different TV programme. Nisbet wins the header from the Ibrahim kick. Comes through to Dobson. Dobson hits it straight at Alex Brown. It's out for a throw on the far hand side for Slough by the home dugout. Stonehouse standing underneath this throw for the Rebels. Throws it in, looking for Moon. Moon does well to keep the ball in on that far hand side, up against Gardner. Loses the ball though, as he's crowded by several Dartford players. Ball's come through, it's won by Nathan Webb. Warren Harris trying to win it back, and then an aimless ball will be picked up by Fraser. Fraser can turn this into an attack for Slough. Plays it out to Warren Harris, who pulls out to the right hand side. Trying to get a cross in, gets a really good cross in. It's beaten everyone. It's come out by Bint, and then it's Ryan Hayes, who plays it back towards Gardner. Inside his own box with Gardner with the clearance. Trying to find Harris. Harris will take the kit on his chest, heads it to Bradbutt. Bradbutt trying to find the run of Andy Pugh on the far hand side. Pugh will try and do well to keep that in. He can't do that. It's a little bit too far for him, and it's out for a throw to the Rebels. And just a little bit of a breaker play while Mark Nisbet does his boots up. And Slough will restart the game with a throw. Paul Stonehouse standing underneath this throw for Slough. Long throw, flicked on by Charlie Moon. It will come up though as Bradbutt tried to ease off Harris, but Harris thought it won the one, and then it's won back by Dartford. Dartford played the ball here looking for Bernardo. Bernardo up against Hollis. Hollis shows his speed, does well, wins the ball, and then plays a good ball out here for Nathan Webb. Webb's got time to turn and play the ball forwards here if he can. He wants to bring it a little bit forward. He's got Fraser in front of him. Fraser does receive the ball. The ball's chipped in, looking for the run to Charlie Moon. Moon's trying to hold it off. It comes through to Warren Harris. 25 yards out. Hits it! Oh, it's just hit over the top, and it's hit the little bar that holds the net up behind the goal. Good effort there for the Rebels. But unfortunately, it's just over the top of the bar and out for a goal kick, which Ibrahim will take. So Ibrahim just strides forwards and launches this long ball down, almost coming up to half time. The ball will flick through to Togwell. Togwell with a clearance. Underneath it is Hayes. Hayes tries to takes a first time touch, comes through to Stoners, takes it on his chest and then hooks the ball clear. Headed in the centre by Brown. Underneath it is Togwell, heads forwards. Cleared then by Bonner. Comes through to Nisbet, who just plays the ball forwards. Harris is in an offside position. That'll be a free kick. And we've played 2 minutes of extra time so far in this first half. The referee is allowed Bonner to take this ball. It's taken from through to Fraser. Fraser just takes a touch and then hoofs the ball high up into the air. Underneath it is Moon. Lovely touch there, and he wins a throw there as well by allowing Bonner to come across and just take the ball out, and now have a throw on this near hand side. With the sun beating down in it. I should have put some. It was pouring rain, so I didn't put any sun cream on this morning. I wish I had now. Fraser with the throw. Takes it quickly to Hollis. Hollis will be closed down. Just played the ball forward. It's come through to Wood, who's just hoofed the ball there. No look or control there from the right back Keaton Wood. He's just hoofed the ball back over the top of our stand here on this near hand side as we wait for a ball to come across. So now with the throw on this near hand side. Taken by Fraser. Fraser looking for Webb. It comes back through to Fraser. 25 yards out, chipping it through to Warren Hatch. Warren just loses the ball, and Bradbury can bring the ball away for Dartford. Up towards Pugh. Pugh slips and loses the ball. It comes through to Hollis. Hollis now chipping the ball, trying to find the run of Nathan Webb. Webb up against Wood. Wood doesn't know where it is. Oh, Nathan Webb almost got past him, but Wood recovers well. Clears the ball down the line to Bernardo. And that is the half-time whistle here at Arbour Park. It's Slough Town 1, Dartford 0. The only goal of the game coming in the 6th minute through that own goal. But Slough will be happy to take the lead here at half-time. And it's a tough position to be in here at the moment. The sun beating right down on us. Slough will be glad that they're in at half-time with the lead. It's been a fairly even game between two strong sides, as the fans do the usual thing where they turn around and go around to the other side. We're just getting a little bit of repentance as the sun just starts to go in and out on this near hand side, and we can have a little bit of a break. We'll just see if we can keep everything on as we're going. So we'll just see what's going on. We can see if we can do some Twittering at half time and see how it's going. So we have had a few problems. Hopefully you can all hear us now. So we'll try and go through some half-time scores for the games. I'll try and give you some of the goals and games from around our league. So from the Southern Premier League today, the games that are on are Biggleswade versus Redditch, Cambridge City versus Stratford, Cirencester versus Hitchin, Dunstable versus Basingstoke, Kings Langley versus St Ives, and Leamington versus Cinderford. Those are the games on in the Southern Premier League at the moment. And we'll see if we can get some Cirencester 0, Hitchin 0, as Cirencester welcome a new manager in Charlie Griffin, their centre forward, who's on. So we'll just we'll see if we can find some more things where there's just a few problems. We're just going to do a couple of little checks, and so we'll just see what's going on. We've got a large Dartford following here today. We've been sat in the main stand on our left-hand side. It'd be interesting to see what the gate is. I don't think the gate will be much more than 1,250. I believe that the weather was going to be something that would affect the gate today, with the fact that it looked like it was going to pour down with rain all day, but it hasn't. We're joined by a lovely young lady who's typing away at the moment for Dartford. We might even get to go on the microphone in a minute just to see what she wants to say about the first half. Well, she's finished working. She's working properly. We just sitting here talking rubbish. So we'll just see if there's some more goals and stuff from around our league. See what else we can find out for you. See if we can find some FA Cup ones. It's Kings Langley 0, St Ives 0. Let's see if there's anything else going on in our league. Good news for the Rebels. Dunstable 0, Basingstoke 1 is a half-time score. Biggleswade 2, Redditch 0. Kettering are playing Boston in the FA Cup. Kettering lead 1-0. We'll just see what's going on. Yeah, coach for Tuesday. If 5 o'clock, if there's a draw. Don't want people going on the coach if we win. No? Okay, so 5 o'clock from Wexham Park is a coach. If Dartford get back into the game, there'll be a coach on Tuesday, which will leave from Wexham Park, and it leaves at 5 o'clock. So that will be the details you needed to know. As the sun just finally goes in. It's been beating down on this here today. A bit of respite. A bit cold now, are you? Yeah. Just a little bit. Do you want to? We'll see if this works, because it hasn't been working all day. Do you want to say who you are and why you're here? See if that works. You have to hold it quite close, yeah.
Hello, I'm Lauren Webster. I'm the commercial manager / social media person who's running Twitter for Dartford Football Club today.
And what's your view of the game so far?
I don't think Dartford have turned up just yet. I think Slough Town are all over us, but always 45 minutes to go, so I'm sure it'll all be okay.
And how have Dartford been playing? Do they normally play attractive, good football on the ground?
We normally play some very good football. I think we need to bring on the big man, Dwayne Afori-Achimpong, up front, and then I think it'll be a bit of a game changer. But who knows? Who knows? We'll see.
And what do you think of this new stadium? We've only been in it a few months. It's getting there, maybe?
I think it's going to be great when it's all finished. Looking forward to seeing what the new stand looks like. But yeah, great pitch, great facilities so far, so I can't complain.
And how was your journey around the M25?
Horrendous.
What a surprise. Thank you very much for that. I'll allow you to go back and tweet.
Thank you so much.
That's okay, no problems. So there you go. I thought it was a little bit more of an even game, but there you go. Apparently Dartford haven't turned up. That is a worrying aspect for the Rebels, as if they do turn up, Slough will be under a lot of pressure there. So we shall see how it goes. We're just going to see if there's some more half times in the FA Cup. Hungerford 0, Leiston. Is that how you pronounce it? Leiston? Leiston 0 is one of them. We're just going to see if there's Cambridge City 0-0. Basingstoke. I can't see anyone else in our league that's got a game. Kings Lynn are 2-0 down in the FA Cup against Alfreton. Cheshire United are 0-0 in the FA Cup with Staines. So those are some of the goals from around the games there. And what I'll do is I'll run through the teams with you. Obviously we've had a few little technical problems. Hopefully we've sorted them out. But what we'll do is I'll run through the teams with you in a second, just to make sure that everything's okay, obviously, and I'll update you with the substitution as well. So I'll start with Dartford. In goal for Dartford is Darren Ibrahim. 2 is Tom Gardiner. 3 is Keaton Wood. 4 Tom Bonner. 5 Ronnie Vint. 6 is Alex Brown. 7 Ryan Hayes. 8 is Elliot Bradbuck, who's the captain. 9 is Danny Harris. 10 Andy Pugh. 11 is Luke Wanado. Substitutes for Dartford today are 12 Dwayne Afori-Achimpong. 14 is Lee Noble. 15 Ellis Brown. 16 17 is Tony Coxall, the goalkeeper. 18 Temi Iwika. And 19 is Henry Fulton for the Rebels. Mark Scott is in goal. 2 is Sean Fraser. 3 Paul Stonehouse. 4 Guy Hollis. 5 is Mark Nisbet. 6 is Lee Togwell. 7 is James Dobson. 8 Simon Dunn. 9 is been replaced. Gavin James came off in the 3rd minute. He's replaced by number 18 Charlie Moon. So number 10 then is Nathan Webb, and number 11 is Warren Harris. The remaining substitutes for the Rebels: Josh Jackman wears 12. 14 is Dan Hicks. 15 Gherkin Gottman. 16 is Adrian Sear. 17 is goalkeeper Jamie Jackson, and the remaining substitute is Lewis Butman, who wears 19. And the referee is Sam Perkis. Assistants are Michael Heavey and Martin Cannon. Those are the people who influence the game. And it's just come over a little bit chilly now, unfortunately. So we'll see how things go. But the big man that we were told about is Afori-Achimpong. He's out there warming up now. We're just going to read some teams from our league just coming over the. Someone's just going through that on the Tannoy system. We won't worry about that. We'll see what we can find some more stuff. See if we can get some latest other scores. So Leamington are leading Cinderford 1-0. As the stadium announcer just goes for a distance, there's Whitehawk 0, Merthyr 0 in the FA Cup is a half time. Wealdstone are leading Banbury 1-0 in the FA Cup. Also now, so we got to not a lot really. Yeah, that's not about it. So there's no half-time fun game for the Slough players. Jamie Jackson's in the half-time goal, so they're just taking pot shots at poor old Jamie. Apart from Josh Jackman, who's just trying to hit one of the Slough fans in the face. Not on purpose, obviously, but a bit of a wayward shot there. Oof, as the wind just starts to come in a little bit here. So our apologies. Hopefully now that everything seems to be working okay, we're not going to move. We did have a few people sitting in front of us, and it could just be the fact that there's people around who are just, and it's just affecting the signal that we've got. Obviously the conditions, it's supposed to have rained for this afternoon, but it's held off so far, and hopefully it will hold off for the rest of the day. And it's come over a little bit overcast, which is a bit of a break actually, because spent half the time with my hand like that as Mr. Porter comes past. Yeah, I've scared her off. I've scared her off. I don't know what I've done. As John Porter just walks past there, and we've got the second half coming up. I've got to turn the stopwatch off. That would help, wouldn't it? See, this is it. See, absolutely useless today. That's what it is. So, if there is a draw at the end of this game, then there will be a replay on Tuesday, 7:45 kickoff at Prince's Park, or Prince's. It's not Princess, it's Prince's Park in Dartford. There's a coach leaving from Wexham Park as usual at 5 p.m. If there is a result of this game, either Slough or Dartford win, then the next game will be here on Tuesday night, which will be a League Cup game between Ashford Town. And just a reminder that the League Cup game will not be covered here by Rebels Radio. I'm going to have a night off where I can stand behind the goal and shout at the goalkeeper with a bit of luck. So hopefully the score stays the same like this and Slough progress. But we'll give you the details again at the end of the game about what will be happening for this midweek. And next Saturday is another game for Slough. This time it will be in the league against Cambridge City, who will be in the last round of the FA Cup. So Cambridge City will come to us next Saturday in the league from Arbour Park. That game will definitely go on unless there's a monsoon or the world ends. So just waiting, the Slough players are just coming out for the start of the second half there, out on the pitch. And doesn't look like there's any more changes for Slough at the moment. And be interested to see how long Charlie Moon lasts. He's just come back from a groin injury. He's not really played any minutes. He's had to come on early in this game for Gavin James. So it'll be interesting to see if he remains for the rest of the 90 minutes, 45 minutes that are left, or whether he'll be replaced. Lewis Putman can obviously, of course, play up front. Warren Harris is playing up front at the moment. No attendance figure here at the moment, and I've got to say that the fact that there's no alcohol being served at half time, people are in generally good spirits. There doesn't seem to be much anger about that. It is an FA rule. It's not something that Slough have come up with, unfortunately, but the FA do say that you can't watch the game and drink at the same time while the FA Cup is on. So that's the reason why the bar area has been closed, but it will reopen after the game. So people will still be able to get a drink. Hopefully Slough will be celebrating a victory here against Dartford. We're just the Slough players are out. Dartford haven't yet come out of the dressing rooms. Doesn't look like there's any more changes for Slough. We'll just see what happens with Dartford as we just wait for the Dartford players just to start to come out for the start of the second half now. Apologies if you've all got in contact either on Twitter or on the YouTube comments page and I haven't given you a shout out. As the Dartford players now just come out for the second half. Just trying to see if there's any substitutions. There is. Looks like there will be a substitution. I know that's well, no, I don't. On the far hand side, and we'll just see the referee now out as well. So it looks like the second half. So we look like we're going to get some 45 minutes of action, and the referee just going through checks. No changes again at half time for either side, so that will be good. The referee can't start yet because the Dartford goalkeeper still having a little bit of training from the Dartford substitute goalkeeper. Just finished now, just making sure that everything seems to be okay, and just checking with the goalkeepers. Is the goalkeeper alright? Are you alright? I'm alright. Would you like to start? there you go, he starts it, and there we go, the game kicks off. The ball's on the far hand side, Slough with the kick-off, played it forwards by Fraser, headed clear though by Vint, and only as far as Pugh trying to find a ball through to Harris, well spotted by Hollis, who can bring the ball down, trying to chip the ball in towards Dobson, and Gardner just misjudges his header there, gets the ball back again and hooks the ball clear. Only as far as Dunn heads it straight at Alex Brown, and that's a tight handball decision there by the referee. It's a free kick to Slough. I don't think Alex Brown could do much about that one, but headed straight at him from literally a yard or two away. But Slough have a free kick, and it's Dobson who will take this free kick. It's about 5 or 6 yards inside the Slough half, but it's more of a central position. It's not like the one he had for when he put the goal in, but Slough will try and play that. He's played it, whips it in. It's going to come all the way back out to Stonehouse. Stonehouse evades a challenge, can bring the ball forward. Plays it up towards Warren House. He turns, just goes back on himself. In towards Togwell. Togwell's ball trying to find Stonehouse is overhit, and it's out for a throw to Dartford. And Dartford with a throw literally a few yards away from the corner flag, as Gardner tries to get some distance on it. Plays the ball forward, flicked on by Harris, and then Nisbet first to the ball, and then it's come through to Fraser. Fraser up towards Warren House. Warren House crowded by 3 players. Ball breaks to Togwell. Togwell will win a free kick there. A bit of an acrobatic fall there by League Togwell, but it wins a free kick for Slough, and again Dobson will stand over this free kick for the Rebels, and the referee's just going to have a word. I think, as you know, he's not going to. I thought he was going to have a word with someone. Slough sent forwards both Guy Hollis and Mark Nisbet for this free kick, as Dobson just aims for the far post. It's a deep one, and Ibrahim does well to catch that ball, and he's immediately trying to get Dartford back on the attack. Long ball forwards. Danny Harris trying to get to the ball first, but Scott is underneath. He just does an arch backwards there to grab that ball, did Mark Scott, but he claimed it well, and it's ball's in Mark Scott's hands as he just waits and just launches this ball forwards, trying to find Nathan Webb up against Wood. Heads the ball on to Charlie Moon, but it's Bonner who comes across for Dartford to clear. Plays the ball on, trying to find Andy Pugh, but Fraser's there first for Slough. Clears the ball high up to the boxes. Underneath it is Wood. It will come through, bounces kindly for Pugh, trying to find Luke Bernardo. Plays the ball forwards, but easily spotted there by Mark Nisbet, and he can just play the ball out to Fraser. Fraser up towards Nathan Webb. Webb just takes a touch, cuts it inside to Warren Harris, who just came off the centre-back to run with the ball now in his favoured right-hand position. Puts a cross into Charlie Moon. It'll come through to Dobson, who strikes it first time, but he's just hit it. He's hit it well, he's hit it low, but he's just not got it on target. And that's a little bit of a let-off there for Dartford. If that goal had gone in, that could have been the game, as Ibrahim now trying to get Dartford on the attack. Ball's flicked on, and there's an offside here against Pugh. Harris winning the header, but Pugh in an offside position. So it still remains Slough Town 1, Dartford 0. And Slough have a free kick, which Mark Scott will take. Just checking with the linesman on this near-hand side, he's in the right position. And then just looks to play the long ball forward, trying to find Dobson. Dobson up against Gardner. Dobson does well to win the first header. It's headed backwards to his goalkeeper by Ronnie Vint, and Ibrahim just launches a kick downfield. Underneath it is Pugh, takes it well on his chest, trying to get into the box. And another good save there by Mark Scott, who came out well to block that one, as Andy Pugh got the ball, chested it in as he went past Mark Nisbet. It's a corner for Dartford, and Dartford testing Mark Scott here for this second half. It's going to be a in-swinging corner from Ryan Hayes on this near-hand side. Hayes just floating the ball in towards the far post. It's a free header, it's an equaliser for Dartford. And I couldn't see who it is that scored it. I think it's number 8, Elliot Bradbrook, who's got the goal. It's an equaliser for Dartford from a Ryan Hayes corner. It is Bradbrook who scored the goal, and it's 1-1. And this will be a real test of Slough's mettle here now. They've got to try and get back on the pitch and go down the other end and get back into this game. Slough don't concede that many goals, so they take the kick off quickly. Into Togwell to Stonehouse. Stonehouse chips the ball forwards. Headed clear, only as far as Stonehouse, who launches the ball forwards. Underneath it will be Bono. It's cleared well. Stonehouse tries to jump and not get it. Togwell just heads it ball back centrally to Nisbet. Nisbet flicking the ball forwards, trying to find Charlie Moon. The ball comes out to Warren House, takes it on his chest, gives it to Dobson. Dobson trying to play the ball in, but it's easily cleared there by Dartford. And the ball then to Pugh, and Nisbet comes across for Slough. It's come off Andy Pugh, and it's a throw to Slough Town, much to the annoyance of Ryan Hayes in front of us, the Dartford player, who clearly thought that should have been a throw to Dartford. It isn't, it's a throw to Slough, so it's an equaliser here for Dartford, as it's now Slough Town 1, Dartford 1. Paul Stonehouse with this throw, just waiting for a little bit of movement, throws the ball in, it's headed on by Brown, comes through to Ronaldo heads the ball in, Pugh's in an offside position, and it's a free kick to Slough. And Pugh just trying to check with the linesman why he was offside, but the linesman's decision is final. So Slough will trying to get back into this game after conceding that goal. Ball up towards Dobson. Dobson gets a touch there, does it? And Charlie Moon trying to keep it in. He can't do it though. It's out for a goal kick. And Ibrahim will take this goal kick for Dartford. He's just having trouble trying to get the ball back. And Slough not used to conceding goals. They've only conceded 5 in the league so far, plus 2 in each cup game. It's now 3 in each cup game that they've conceded. As Ibrahim trying to get his team to come across to one side and then hits it totally the other side. And Wanado keeps the ball in on the far hand side, up against 2 Slough players. It comes off Nathan Webb. It's a throw to Dartford. Taken quickly, trying to find Pugh. Taken off him by Hollis. And there's a little foul there, surely, referee. No? I think he's saying it's a throw, which is... no, it's a free kick. And Pugh just expresses his dismay at the fact that it's a free kick. But it is. It's a free kick to Slough, just outside their penalty area on the far hand side. It's on the touchline. Mark Scott standing over this free kick for Slough. Plays the ball long down the field, trying to find Nathan Webb. Webb just climbed over there and heads the ball out. It's a throw for Slough. They're going to let Guy Hollis come along and take this long throw. So the throw, literally where the home dugout is, so about 15 yards away from the centre halfway line. Hollis standing over this long throw, just moving some bits out of the way as the long throw comes in, aimed towards Nisbet. It's going to go over here, headed clear by Dartford. It comes through with Wanado. Wanado takes it on the break and then goes past a couple of players. Good chance for a break here for Dartford. Wanado still running the ball, run 50-60 yard. He's got Ryan Hayes on this near hand side if he finds him. He does find him. Hayes cuts inside onto his left foot, chips the ball into the box. It's a free header and he's headed it wide of the goal as Pugh. Slough looking at the linesman for an offside position signal, but it wasn't. That should have been a goal there for Andy Pugh. That was a good chance and Dartford haven't taken it. And could that be a lifeline for the Rebels as we're 8 minutes into the second half? It's now Slough 1, Dartford 1. And Scott just takes this goal kick. Long kick again, aimed towards Dobson. Underneath it is Dobson does well to win it. Ball breaks here to Charlie Moon. One of them cuts inside, just overruns it a little bit. He gets a shot. This block comes through down, pokes it. Oh, but not enough power on it and not enough placement. And then Ibrahim trying to get Dartford up the field quick, headed clear by Fraser. Then ball comes through, and how did that come off? I'm sure that came off Nathan Webb, but the referee says it's a throw to Slough. Taken quickly by Slough, trying to find Warren Harris. Warren Harris wins the ball after getting up off the floor, gets across into the middle. Slough calling for a handball, but it wasn't given, and Harris heads the ball back in. It's come through to Bradbuck, scorer of the equaliser, robbed by fellow number 8 Simon Dunn. Simon Dunn just can't keep the ball in. It's gone out for a goal kick on the far hand side. Good defending there by Elliot Bradbuck as he fended off the Slough number 8, and it's a goal kick for Dartford. Ibrahim to take it. Looks as though Dartford are trying to push Wanado up the field a little bit more. Ball goes straight past Harris, comes through to Fraser. Fraser chips the ball forward. It's an easy ball for Wood. Plays it in towards Harris. Harris to Wanado. Wanado cuts inside. Just a heavy touch by him. Loses the ball to Nathan Webb, and then Webb trying to find the run of Charlie Moon, but that's got far too much on it and comes into the arms of the goalkeeper Ibrahim. This time he runs across his penalty area, just trying to find a better angle to play this ball forwards. Long ball forward again, looking for Harris. Harris and Nisbet up against it. Nisbet wins the header, but it will break for Bernardo. Bernardo on that far hand side, got 2 Slough players on him now, and does well to play it back to the left back Wood. Wood chips the ball in here, trying to find Hayes. Hayes takes the ball well and then tries to go past Fraser, but Nisbet comes across for Slough to clear, and his clearance isn't good. It's come back to Ryan Hayes, and Hayes just cuts inside again, trying to get across him with his left foot. Slough just looking for it. Harris trying to hold the ball up, comes to Bernardo, who shoots high, wide, And unfortunately not very handsome there, but Slough just under a lot of pressure here from Dartford. Dartford started the second half a lot better, buoyed by that equalising goal. And Slough just at the moment not got into this second half. Scott to take this goal kick for Slough. Long ball forwards. Again, looking for Dobson. Dobson trying to flick the ball on. Charlie Moon can't get to it. It's gone by Gardner, who has flicked the ball down, and then Pugh takes it down on his chest. Good play here by the striker, but robbed by Togwell. Then gives the ball to Stonehouse. Plays it in now, gives Dunn the chance to turn and run. Plays it here to Charlie Moon on the left-hand side. Moon's just going to try and get a low cross in. It's headed clear. It will come through to Nathan Webb on the edge. Will he shoot? He's going to cut inside. Gets on his right foot, then shoots. It's taken a deflection off Brown, and it's a corner there for Slough. Nathan Webb just doesn't score enough goals really for his play. He should have done that a little bit better. It was blocked there, and Slough have a corner that Dobson will go over to take. And again, Slough send forward to two centre halves in Nisbet and Hollis for this in-swinging corner on that far hand side. So Dobson places the ball down, just steps back as the Slough fans make a little bit of noise. Dobson just looking for an option, just a bit of movement going on. Ball will go to the far post. Ibrahim gets to a punch to the ball, and then is there a penalty? It is a penalty. That is a stupid thing by the goalkeeper Ibrahim. The ball was going away from goal. He punched the ball out. Charlie Moon was underneath it, and for some reason Ibrahim just decided to push him in the back as he's running away from goal. What is the goalkeeper doing? That is absolutely silly. It's a penalty to Slough. Dobson standing over this penalty. Slough have the chance to take the lead again, and this will be on 12 minutes of the second half. Really silly play there by Ibrahim, but can he redeem himself? Can he save this penalty? Dobson standing over it. He's looking away from goal at the moment. As the whistle goes, Dobson comes up to take. Hits it, it's into the bottom corner. Ibrahim dived the right way, but he just couldn't get a touch to it. And it's 2-1 to Slough. And that goal will go down as a big mistake by the Dartford goalkeeper. Slough won't care. Two defensive errors so far have cost Dartford the 2 goals in this game. An own goal and then a penalty. And Slough lead here 2-1 in the second half, which they've not really seen a lot of, unfortunately, but now take that lead. That goal coming in the 57th minute, so still early days yet, as we've got over half an hour to play. And I don't think Dartford can really complain about the penalty decision. It was a stupid act by the goalkeeper, and the referee is just looking at his watch, saying that he's adding this time on. This Slough just take their time getting back into position. Dartford kick off with the ball with Pugh, back towards Brown, towards Vint. Vint now just a bit of time just to spread on the ball. Sun just starting to come back out again. Ball play forward looking for Pugh, headed clear by Nisbet. It will come through to Dobson, who can take it down and then hooks the ball clear. Trying to find Moon. Moon's beaten to the ball by Vint. It will break here to Gardner. Gardner being closed down. Plays the ball forwards to Harris. Harris takes it on his chest. Ball flicked over into the path of Hayes. Good play there. Hayes cuts inside. Chips the ball into the far post. That's got too much on it. Oh, and Mark Scott fumbles it. And Dartford looking for a handball there of their own, but unfortunately not. And Mark Scott fumbled the ball. Gets it the second attempt. And just relaxes. Danny Harris just saying to the referee about time wasting. Ball's been played forward into the Sun. It's come through to Togwell. Just a heavy touch by him to Pugh. Pugh with the ball over the top here, looking for the run of Bernardo. Nisbet gets ahead of it. Breaks through to Bernardo. Oh, great tackle there by Sean Fraser. It'll break to Hayes. He shoots. Oh, he's curled it with his left foot just wide of the goal there. But this is becoming a proper FA Cup tie here at Arbour Park. As Slough lead 2-1, but Dartford are coming on the attack at all opportunities. Great break there. Good tackle by Fraser. Won the ball, but it fell kindly to Ryan Hayes. He didn't break his stride. Hit it first time. Opened his body up. Tried to curl it for the top corner, but just wide of the goal. So Slough had this goal kick with Mark Scott. Long ball down the field. Charlie Moon again being manhandled there, but the ball breaks kindly to Brown. Brown plays it to Hayes. Plays the ball forward. Nisbet underneath it for Slough. Then volleyed clear by Stonehouse. That ball will go straight out of play and out for a throw to Dartford. Goalkeeper, Gardner throws the ball back to the goalkeeper Ibrahim, who just takes a touch inside his box. And then launches the ball down the field, looking for Harris. Harris with the flick on, gives it to Hayes. Hayes does well to keep the ball in, but knocks it back in the air. And Harris wins the next header. It comes back towards Hayes. Dartford with a good spell. Oh, and a terrible here by Ryan Hayes. Puts Tom Bunner under pressure, but he has to go back to his goalkeeper. Chased down by Charlie Moon. And Ibrahim just has now time to just control the ball and launch another ball forwards again. Looking for Harris, beaten to the ball right there by Nisbet. That ball comes through Ryan Harris. Harris flicking the ball on, trying to chase past Gardner. Gardner's clearance goes into the stand here near us. And it's the throw to Slough. Got half an hour of this game left, plus whatever the referee will add on. Slough just being told to come further up the field with the ball. Stonehouse takes the throw quickly towards Dobson. Dobson flicks it on, trying to find Warren Harris back towards Dobson. Dobson trying to flick the ball into Moon. Moon just takes a little bit of space. He's offside though. And he's just got a kick there as he went down. It's not a free kick because the referee had already blown for a free kick for offside. As again the sun just starts to beat down here at Slough. It's supposed to be pouring with rain. So much the BBC weatherman knows, eh? Long ball forward here by Ibrahim from the free kick. It's two Slough players making a mistake there. It will break kindly to Harris on the far hand side. Harris will keep it in by the corner flag. Plays it back in here to Wood. Wood cuts inside to Bernardo. Bernardo can turn, trying to get a bit of a central. Shoots from 30 odd yards out, but clears not only the goal but the stand, and the ball comes back down. Bernardo just throws his arms up in annoyance that he couldn't do better with that shot. But again, Dartford on the attack and just showing their superiority, being the league above. As Scott, long ball forward for Slough. Again looking for Dobson. Dobson trying to flick the ball on. It's come off Gardner. It's a throw to Slough inside the Dartford half. As you have to trying to keep the sun out with one hand and try and look. Stonehouse with the throw. Gives it back to Dobson. Dobson gives it back to Stonehouse. Slough lose the ball. Comes through to Hayes. Hayes trying to play the ball here for Danny Harris. Guy Hollis comes across for Slough. And Hollis just slips as he clears the ball. But Harris couldn't take the throw quick enough. And they're going to leave it for Hayes to take. And he's just been told to come back a few yards. Referee's just saying you've got to take it a few yards away from where you're standing. And it's going to be Gardner with the throw. Takes it quickly towards Hayes. Looking to get the ball back. Turns. Trying to get a space for a cross in. Gets across towards the far hand side. Over the head of Bernardo, and Fraser will try and see it out. But Bernardo's done well to keep it in on that far hand side. Still up there. Gets a cross in with his right foot. So now got to be careful. Stonehouse with the header. Just heads it away from Ryan Hayes at the back post. A throw for Dartford. Right by the corner flag. Taken quickly to Gardner. Gardner to Hayes. Hayes trying to get a cross in. It's low. But easily claimed there by Mark Scott in the Slough goal, who just dives on top of the ball. Just to waste a little bit of time here. We've played 18 minutes of the second half. It's Slough Town 2, Dartford 1. As Scott launches it again. Long ball down, trying to find the head of Dobson. It's headed clear by Gardner. Breaks through to Dunn. Dunn just controls the ball for Slough. Back towards Stonehouse. Stonehouse just cuts inside. Back towards Nisbet. Nisbet spreads his play. Gives it to Togwell. Back towards Nisbet. Slough just keeping the ball a little bit here. Back to Hollis. Hollis will go back to his goalkeeper, Scott. Scott, good clearance by him. Hits it down the field. Looking for Nathan Webb. Webb jumps a bit too early. The ball break kindly to Bernardo. Flicks the ball on to Pugh. Pugh trying to give it back. Slough will win the ball back though with Togwell. Out towards Warren Harris. Warren Harris just spotting out onto that right hand side. Him and Nathan Webb just taking turns to pop on the right. Ball's played through to Harris on that right hand side where he scored 6 goals from. Comes up against Wood, but good defending there by the left back. And it's out for a throw. And this one's about 10 yards away from the corner flag for Slough. Just going to say they're not going to send Guy Hollis forward, so take the throw quickly from Fraser. Back towards Harris, back towards Fraser, in towards Nathan Webb. Webb loses the ball, wins it back though. Slough have the ball now through Warren Harris. He just can't keep it in. It's gone out of play for a throw on that far hand side. So the throw is about 10 yards away from the corner flag for Dartford. Wood with the flow for them. Throws it in. Underneath it is Harris. It's come through to Slough with Simon Dunn. Plays it in towards Togwell. Togwell spreads the ball back to Paul Stonehouse. Stonehouse switches the play to the other side. Trying to find Warren Harris. And Nathan Webb will keep it in on the far hand side for Slough. Can't get the cross in well. It's come through though to Simon Dunn. Warren Harris. He's just had the ball robbed off him, and Bernardo will clear Flicked on by Harris, trying to find a run of Pugh, but Nisbet spots the danger. Clears the ball, and Fraser will keep it in for Slough. Plays it back towards Nisbet. Nisbet plays it immediately to Stonehouse. Back towards Togwell. The two Mitchell brothers passing to each other. Ball over the top here, looking for the run of Nathan Webb. Webb could get to this if he plays the card right, or full kindly for Warren Harris. Harris takes it past Wood on the far hand side, gets to the box, gets a low cross in. It's defended well by Dartford, and then hooked clear in the end by Ronnie Vint. And then Slough have a throw now on the far hand side. Fraser takes the throw towards Moon. Moon's ball isn't the best back, it comes back to Fraser. Flips it into Togwell. Togwell just brings the ball down, plays it back towards Stonehouse. Stonehouse looks up, cuts inside, goes across to Fraser. Fraser takes his time, plays it into Moon. Moon comes a little bit deep, plays it out towards Nathan Webb. Webb back towards Dunn, who's made a little bit of a run, plays it into Warren Harris on the edge of the box. Warren Harris trying to get down to the byline, hits the ball straight at Tom Bonner, and it'll be cleared in the end by Wood. He's got time to clear the ball long, but his clearance isn't the best. He's hit it straight out of play. There will be a substitution on the far hand side. Coming off is number 5, Ronnie Vint, and coming on is Dwayne Ofori Achimpong. So that's your substitution for Dartford. First substitution of the day on 45 plus 21, 66 minutes, something like that. So it looks like Achimpong will play up front, and it looks like Gardner's gone in as centre back and Danny Harris has gone to left back. Ball forwards, and Achimpong gets his first touch of the ball, and there's an injury here down for Slough. Now this could be quite I didn't see how many it was. Did you hear how many were here? And there's an injury at the moment to Slough. It's Nathan, I think it's Nathan Webb that's down injured at the moment. Just trying to see. There's the attendance here today, 733. And it is Nathan Webb, just getting some treatment on an ankle injury at the moment. So a little bit of a break in play as Webb gets treated by Super Kev. Gives the two teams a bit of time to have a bit of a water break and a little bit of a chat. So a little bit of a change around in personnel there for Dartford. So Tom Gardner's gone from right back into centre back, and Danny Harris, who was winning literally every header up front, has gone in as right back. So just seeing if Webb will come back off. He's come off the pitch. He seems to be fine. As we just wait for the game to restart. Webb looks like he'll come back on the pitch. Just now have a throw with Fraser taken towards Togwell. Togwell just turns, plays past one, but loses the ball. Ball forward by Brown, trying to find a run of Hayes on this left hand side. Hayes will get there first. He'll keep it in. He's going to come down, cuts inside against Dobson, plays across him, but that's a bit of a waste of a cross there by Ryan Hayes. He's hit that way too deep and out for a Slough goal kick. Just looking to see if Slough are going to warm anyone up, just in case Nathan Webb's not okay, but no sign of anyone warming up or substitutions on that far hand side. Going to have to purchase a Slough Town cap, I think, just to keep the sun out of my eyes here. Mind you, it's a winter, isn't it? So Scott with this long kick forwards, trying to find Charlie Moon, pushed off the ball though. Full kindly to Harris, who's now, but he's hit his ball straight at James Dobson. The ball spins kindly for Ibrahim in the Dartford goal, and he gathers clearly, and then launches the ball downfield, looking for Achimpong. It's Hollis who gets the first header, and a little bit of a clash there, and Hollis asking for a free kick. The ball's with Ronaldo into the box, just over the top of it. Over the top of everyone, and both Mark Scott and Paul Stonehouse just left the ball there. It must be good judgment rather than luck. It's a few yards away from goal, but it's a goal kick to Slough. It remains Slough Town 2, Dartford 1, and we've played 25 minutes of the second half. As Scott again puts a long ball downfield, trying to find Dobson up against Harris. It's come off the head of Gardner, and Slough have a throw inside the Dartford half. Just going to take their time with the throw as Slough fans start to get in good voice. Ball's with Stonehouse, gets it back from Dobson, plays it in to Harris, who's just dropped a little bit deep to pick the ball up, gives it to Dobson. Dobson chips the ball forwards, ball's gone out of play, unfortunately, for Slough. It's out for a throw-in. And Dartford take the throw quickly, given to Hayes. Hayes hooks the ball forward, but Nisbet underneath it for Slough. Heads it into the area. Comes back out to Togwell. Togwell takes a good touch. Still with the ball at his feet. And he's got the ability to spread it out to Nathan Webb, who's in acres of space. He's got Sean Fraser on the overlap if he needs him. Cuts inside. Still got the ball. Then gives it, looking for the run of Fraser. Fraser's onside. Plays it in. He'll break here on the edge of the box to Dobson. Hits it straight at Bradbrook. Comes out to Pugh. Pugh's header goes goalwards. It'll come back out to Stonehouse. Takes a touch. Not the best of touches. Loses the ball. And then Dartford can bring the ball out here with Harris. Plays it in towards Hayes. Hayes hits it straight at Mark Nisbet. Out for a throw. Look for a quick throw. Trying to find... Oh, and that's a soft free kick given away there by Slough. Harrison made a forward run. And Paul Stonehouse just came in and gave him a little nudge in the back. Harris went down. And it's a free kick in a good position here on the left... On the right-hand side, sorry for us. For Dartford. Hayes standing over this free kick. It'll be a left-footed in-swinging ball. Just seeing where Hayes places this ball. He hits it high and wide, and it's headed across goal. And unfortunately for Dartford, it's Bradbrook with the header, but he can't keep the ball on the pitch. It's gone out for a goal kick. And Achimpong runs to get the ball, puts it down for Mark Scott as he takes a drink from his little beaker thing there, just to again waste a little bit of time here. And Scott to launch this ball forwards. Again, trying to find the run of Dobson. Dobson just pushed over the ball there by Harris, but apparently that's not a foul. And Harris has a throw, takes it quickly to Hayes. Hayes flicking the ball forward. It will come from Nisbet, takes it on his chest, hooks the ball forwards, comes through to Webb, takes it down in the centre midfield. Oh, and almost played in Charlie Moon, but well spotted there by Gardner. Good defending by the now centre back for Dartford. And the ball's brought forward here by Wood, trying to find the run of Achimpong. Achimpong up against Hollis. Hollis goes back to his goalkeeper, Scott. Scott under pressure, clears well for Slough. And that's got to be a foul, but the ball's been kept in play. Now Slough have it on the break. Through Dunn just always just overrun the ball a little bit, and the ball's played forward. And Nisbet wins the first header, then the second. Then it comes through to Brown, who only heads it out towards Nathan Webb for Slough. And then Bernardo keeps it in on the fight. No, he doesn't. He takes a touch. That is a ridiculous decision by the linesman, who clearly came off. The ball clearly came off Bernardo. He gave the free kick throw to Slough, but the referees overruled him and ruled him correctly. So I'll take the throw quickly towards Nathan Webb. Webb under pressure, plays it off Bernardo again. It's another throw for Slough. As the linesman finally gets that one right, much to the amusement of the Slough fans. Again, throw taken in towards Webb. Webb just plays the ball here to Harris. Harris holding the ball up. He's got Nathan Webb on the overlap. Webb can get across in here. It's cleared well by Gardner. Comes through to Bernardo, defending for Dartford. Plays the ball forwards. And Pugh trying to jump with the ball, but it will come through to Mark Nisbet, who just launches a high ball forwards. That's not going to stay in play, is it? It does stay in play, and then perhaps it's out of play. So it's a throw to Dartford, halfway inside their own half. We've played 28 minutes of the second half. Still Slough Town 2, Dartford 1. As Dartford had the ball with Harris. Goes back to his goalkeeper, Ibrahim. Ibrahim just skies that ball there. You can't blame a bobble on this near perfect pitch. Headed forwards by Togwell. And Moon's in an offside position. It's a free kick to Dartford. And there's going to be another substitution on the far hand side for Dartford. Coming off is Alex Brown. Coming on is Lee Noble. So Brown departs as Noble comes on the I can't count today. What's 29 plus 45? Whatever that minute is. And there will be a substitution for Slough as well, by the looks of it. And I couldn't see the number that was. Slough are going to make a substitution. It's Lewis Putman's going to come on. So Lewis Putman's going to come on, and Nathan Webb is going to be the player that departs. Obviously not fully recovered from that injury he picked up a minute ago. So Putman again returning from injury, very much like Charlie Moon. And I think that maybe Slough will put Putman up front and move Warren Harris into his natural right midfield role. That does look like the decision. Lewis Putman did start his career as a striker, but Slough turned him into a left winger, because that's what we do here. So Ibrahim gets the free kick into the box. It'll come through to Fraser. Fraser under pressure from Achimpong. Achimpong does well, keeps the ball in, comes through to Bernardo. Bernardo with a chance to cross at the far post. Oh, it's come through off everyone, and It's been left by everyone. Dartford won a corner, but the referee and linesman say no one got a touch, and it's out for a goal kick. Slough living dangerously here as we go into the last 15 minutes of this second half FA Cup third qualifying round, sponsored by the Emirates, as Mark Scott will take this goal kick, plays it high. Underneath it will be Charlie Moon, beaten to the ball by Gardner. It comes through to Nisbet, who heads forwards. Dunn just gets the ball down and just loses it, wins it off Bradbuck, but Bradbuck just wins it back. Bernardo plays it in and then comes through to Hayes. Hayes just cuts inside, plays the ball forwards, and Hollis stands on the ball. Nisbet just nutmegs Achimpong and plays the ball out to Fraser. Fraser launches the ball down the field, looking for Moon. Moon beaten to the ball. It's just got a smack in the face there. The referee's got to stop it because it's a head injury. And it's not a free kick or anything like that. They just jumped up, and as he's jumped up with his arms, he's headed his arm. It's not a foul. It's not a yellow card. It's just a clash, and the referee's just going to have to stop and let Slough. Just Charlie Moon's just nursing his face there, and I think that the referee's going to ask Slough to kick the ball back towards the goal. So Putman looks like he's going to just do that one, and plays it down, so gives the ball back. So Ibrahim now has the ball for Dartford, just outside the D of his penalty area. Plays the long ball forward, looking for Achimpong. Achimpong beaten to the ball by Hollis. It will come through to Noble. First touch for the substitute. Back towards Harris, now playing as a right back. Trying to play the ball into the box. It will come through to two Slough players clear. Then Togbell with the clearance. It will come and break here for Putman. Putman just evades a challenger of Noble. Brings the ball forward. He's got a good chance to break free. He's got four forward with him now. And Putman just pulls out Warren Harris. Now back in his normal right wing position. Harris just plays the ball forward. Oh, little bit too close. And the goalkeeper picks it up. Of tech problem again, and hopefully we're back with you just to let you know that Dartford did have the ball in the back of the net, but it was the referee had already blown his whistle, so it didn't count. And then Slough have won a free kick deep in the Dartford half, much to the delight of the Slough fans. You don't think that the referee today has given too much of a problem. Ball coming quickly to Slough from Stonehouse into Dobson. Dobson got a chance to turn, crossing and offside. So it's they take it with Ibrahim long ball forward. Look, Achimpong, ball comes off the head of him, just gets goal side. He's gone down and he's given a penalty. So look at this, it's got two penalties in it now. This is a penalty for Dartford. The foul by Sean Fraser on Andy Pugh, and the Slough players aren't too happy with that decision, but come back hopefully at the right time. It's a chance now for Bradbuck to make an equaliser for Dartford. We've got 8 minutes of this FA Cup tie left. The referee has he's not given any kind of card to Fraser, but it is a penalty. Paul Stonehouse just walking past the ball, trying to make sure that the ball's on the spot. It's going to be a penalty. Bradbuck is the person standing over this penalty for Dartford. Scott hasn't conceded 2 goals in the game since so Bradbuck steps up to take this penalty. Oh, he saves it! Is it in? Has it gone over the line? It has. He got a hand to it, pushed it onto the crossbar. The ball just bounced the wrong side of the post, and it's an equaliser for Dartford. It's Slough 2, Dartford 2. As the Slough fans on the far hand side thought that it isn't to be, and Slough will now have to come again here at Dartford. Ball's with Simon Dunn, back towards Togwell. Togwell just sitting in, holding his defence now. Ball with Fraser, who's giving away the penalty. Ball across to Togwell. Togwell to Nisbet. Nisbet to Stonehouse. Stonehouse plays it into Dunn. Dunn towards Togwell. Slough under a bit of pressure here. Slough give the ball away, and it's with Noble. Noble turns, cuts inside, comes back inside. Try and chip the ball in for Harris. Cleared by Stonehouse. Up towards Bradbuck, who's got 2 goals today for Dartford. Ball over the top. Nisbet underneath it for Slough. And as far as Hayes. Hayes cuts inside. Gets onto his left foot. Looking to shoot. That's a great challenge there by Nisbet. The ball though only goes as far as Gardner. Gardner back into Harris. Harris chipping the ball off. Spreading the play out to Wood on the far hand side. Wood just plays the ball into the box. Pugh's come from an offside position there. And it's a free kick to Slough. Mark Scott will take. And just going to try and pummel the ball, trying to find Warren Harris now. Back into that right back position. Flicks the ball on to, turns into the box. Goes past a couple. Just overruns the ball there, and Dartford can. Only as far as Hollis. Hollis trying to play the ball forward. Gets through to Warren Harris. Harris up against Wood. Harris trying to win the ball, but he's given away I think that's a foul, or it's gone out for a throw. The Dartford fans this round. Going off is Luke Winardo. So it looks like Dartford trying to still get a victory here, as it's the Dartford fans making a noise behind that goal that Slough are defending. As the Slough fans have just dropped their noise level a little bit. Just waiting for this substitution to be finalised. It's going to be Ibrahim with the free kick for Dartford. Again, aims into the middle for Bradbuck. Bradbuck gets the flick on. It comes through to Ashenpong. 2 Slough players colliding, clear the ball. Goes out to Noble. Noble to the left back Wood. Wood 10 yards inside the Slough half. Plays the ball, but just hits it straight out of play and out for a throw into Slough. The sun has gone in. The dark clouds have come over the field, and it's come over on the pitch for Slough as well, as they've given the lead away twice so far this game. Hollis will take this throw on the far hand side. Just being told to pop back a little bit here. Long throw by Hollis. It's flicked on into centre. Only as far as Bradbuck, who plays the ball forwards. Nisbet just manhandled there by Ashenpong, and Mark Scott comes to the edge of his area and grabs it just before Mark Nisbet can come out. So Nisbet just leaves it, and Scott will try and get Slough further up the field. His ball's gone straight out of play and out for a throw in on the far hand side. Throw into Dartford. That's whatever the referee will add on. It's going to be at least, I'd say at least 3 minutes of added time. As Wood with the long throw comes through to Ashenpong. Heavy touch by him. Cleared by Hollis. Flicked on by Putman towards Charlie Moon. Moon holds the ball up for Slough. Plays it in towards Togwell. Togwell now going to try and find Dobson. Dobson will take the ball in his stride. Up against Harris. Gets to trying to get to the byline. Gets a low cross in. It's going to be easily cleared there by Gardner, but he's only cleared it out for a throw to Slough. Slough looking to try and take it quickly. It's with Stonehouse towards Dobson. Dobson cuts inside. Still with the ball. Gives it to Togwell. Just a little bit behind him. Spreads it out here to Fraser. Fraser now cuts inside. Marked by Bradbuck. Back towards Togwell. Togwell shoots from distance, and that's an absolute waste of a chance there by Lee Togwell. That one's cleared the top of the stand and gone out into the little road down the side. And it's the Dartford fans in full voice here behind that goal, making the noise as Ibrahim takes his goal kick for Dartford. Again, long ball pummeled down. It's won by Ashenpong. Up to the first touch for Brown, but his first touch is heavy, and Mark Scott stops it from going out for a dead ball kick and just has the ball in his arms. And still got the ball, just trying to get Slough a bit further up this field. Long kick here by Scott. Played it up towards Dunn. Free header there by Gardner, and then Ashenpong's got a chance to race through. He's up against Hollis, and Hollis does well to win that and plays it back towards Scott. Long ball forwards by Scott, and then it's a free header there for Bonner, and then one by Fraser. Slough just can't keep hold of the ball at the moment. Ball's over the top for Pugh. One by Slough to Togwell. Togwell flicks the ball forwards. It's over the head of Warren Harris and Wood just being told to go back to his goalkeeper. He's under a little bit of pressure here. Does well to hook the ball clear, but only as far as Togwell. Togwell's ball isn't the best. He slips and it's won forward by Noble. Noble crosses the halfway line. Still with the ball. Plays it on the outside for Pugh. Pugh holds the ball up well. Back to Noble. Who's had to drop inside his own half. Turns. Makes a little bit of space and then gives it to Wood. Wood plays the ball forward. Fraser wins the header. Comes through to Dunn. Dunn just loses the ball. And Ashington's first to it for Dartford. And now Harris has got the ball. Harris starts the game as number 9. Plays it in the middle to Noble. Noble turns. Spreads the ball out on the far hand side to Pugh. Pugh looking to shoot. And it's a shot from 20 yards, but it's just over the top of the bar. And out for a goal kick. So again, Slough just not wasting their time now. They're going to try and hurry the play up a little bit here. And Scott just going to launch the ball forwards for Slough. Long ball forwards. Underneath it is Vint. Heads the ball forward. Pugh trying to win it there for Dartford. It comes through to Noble. Noble just chips over the top of Hayes. It's out for a throw to Slough. But Slough haven't seen any penalties this season given to them apart from today. That's the first penalty they've had. Ball's with Dunn. Dunn just turns into trouble. Goes through to Brabbott but goes past him. Still running with the ball. Still got it. Goes inside. Cuts it or just overrun it a little bit there and it's cleared in the end by Bonner. It's come through to on the far hand side looking for the run of I see a mistake there by Hollis. It's through to Pugh. Pugh's got to come inside. Goes past one. Shoots. Tries to go near post. He's wrapped it up. It's a winner for Dartford. Surely we're into the 45th minute. Dartford have scored through Andy Pugh. A mistake by Guy Hollis. It meant that Dartford were 2-on-1. And Pugh makes no mistake. Just got inside the box. And as Mark Scott got into position, he just side-footed it into the bottom corner of the goal to give Dartford the lead. And Dartford lead 3-2 in a game that they've mostly had the better. The referee's given 2 penalties, which are both... There's a substitution, I think, on the far hand side. Slough just being urged. Dan Hicks is coming on. Paul Stonehouse is going off. Looks like Hicks will play up front for these final minutes. It's whatever the referee now adds on. Slough going to have to go for this goal. This long unbeaten 9 wins in a row, unbeaten in 11. It's going to come to an end unless they can grab a goal. Hicks will come on. He will definitely play up front. Just whatever the referee adds on now. Slough have the free kick. Taken quickly to Fraser. Fraser looking for Warren Harris. Well won there by Brown. Comes through to Pugh, who's had a good game for Dartford. Played the ball forwards for Achimpong. Achimpong will keep the ball in. Slough need to get the ball back if they want to take anything from this FA Cup tie. Ball's just come off Achimpong. It's a throw to Slough. Togwell going to leave it for Hollis. Hollis with the long throw. He's just going to leave it for him. Long throw forwards. Dan Hicks trying to get to the ball first. It will break in the centre of midfield to Noble. Noble just runs into Togwell. Togwell does well to win the ball back. Plays forward only as far as Wood though. Good position from by the left back. It was going to be chipped over. Fraser is an offside, but the referee says leave it. Ball's played forwards. And then it comes back towards Fraser. Fraser to Nisbet. And Fraser's giving the ball away to Hayes. Dartford's going to try and wrap the ball up now. Can Hayes play the ball into the centre? He can. It's a shot. Oh, it's wide of the goal by Pugh. He's going for a second. But with Slough going forwards and leaving spaces. But again, I think all the goals so far today have come from defensive lapses. So all 5 goals could have been preventable. But they've all counted as Scott puts the ball down, kicks it in. Hicks to keep it in. It's kept in well there by Wood. And Lee Togwell's throw on the far hand side. Hollis wants to take out towards Togwell. Togwell with a heavy in the ball. Back towards Nisbet. Nisbet again a heavy pass there by Slough, and it ball through Fraser. Fraser chipping the ball into the box. Slough with numbers in there. Hicks flicks it on. It comes through to Moon. Shoots. Oh, and it's not got a lot of power. It's straight at the goalkeeper Ibrahim. That would have been a good chance. There was no flag there, and in fact it was a free kick for an offside there on Charlie Moon. So the Dartford fans now in full voice here as they lead here 3-2. The first loss at Arbour Park will be at the hands of Dartford unless Slough can get a goal back. Dobson's just dropped in there. All out. It's a throw to Slough. Slough being pinned in though, but they're going to need to try and do something. Long throw by Dobson, trying to find Hicks. Hicks wins the ball. Comes off a Dartford player. It's a throw with Dobson. We're into the 49th minute. Dobson throws the ball in. Comes through to Fraser, takes a heavy touch, hoofs the ball high in the air. That's not what Slough want. Dunn's underneath it with Noble. Dunn will win the ball. Heads it forwards. Hicks trying to flick it on. Comes through to Dunn again. This time he can run towards the goal, chipping the ball in. Up towards Putman. Putman takes a touch towards Moon. Can he score another? Oh, good challenge there by Tom Bonner. That as Charlie Moon looked like he was just going to cock his leg to fire. Good challenge by the centre back. Ball's with Hollis. Plays the ball forwards. Trying to find the run of Warren Harris. Well defended by Woods. Plays it out to Brown. Brown just lobs the ball down. Acheampong will race for that with Hollis. But it will come through and it will be a goal kick. We're into the 49th plus minute. How long will the ref add on? Scott will take this goal kick for Slough. He won't take the goal kick, so that's the final whistle here. As Dartford inflict the first ever at Arbour Park in what's been a very good game. Two teams have played very well. Dartford have come back with a strong second half performance here. They've scored through from Elliot Bradbuck, with a penalty, and then right near the end, with a few minutes to go, Andy Pugh gets the winner as he side-footed the ball past the advancing Mark Scott. Slough will be disappointed that they've not maybe extended on the fact that they took a 2-1 lead for a penalty through James Dobson, and they'll be disappointed. I think the substitution of Gavin James, who got injured after 3 minutes, was a big loss for Slough. Gavin James has been playing well. And Charlie Moon's not 100% fit. And the Dartford players now go to clap their travelling support, who have been fantastic today. But the Slough fans are doing the same. They're being clapped by their players. In theory, the FA Cup is a glorious, glorious competition to be in. What it does mean, though, for me, is that I get to go to Merthyr in 2 weeks' time. And we're going to have a right royal drink up. So we're going to go down to Merthyr on the Friday night. We're going to have a couple of drinks there. Then we're going to go to the game on the Saturday. So that's the 15th of October. If anyone wants to come and join us in Merthyr on that away trip, please do. Just to remind you now that Slough will play Ashford Town on Tuesday night here, a game that we will not be covering on Rebels Radio. So the next game for us will be next Saturday, where the visitors will be Cambridge City in the league, and Slough will look forward to getting back to league action. So just to remind you, Slough will be at home on Tuesday to Ashford Town in the what league are we in now? Evo Stick Southern Premier League Cup or something it's called, something like that. And just give you some full-time scores from around. Lots of Chesham with another good cup run for them. Chesham 2, Staines 0. Billericay Town 3, Chippenham 2. Stratford have drawn with Cambridge. Kettering have beaten Boston. So that's a good result for Kettering. Kettering 2, Boston 0. Fantastic result for Slough at the top of the table. Dunstable 1, Basingstoke 3. Not such a good result. Leamington 6, Cinderford 0. We'll just see if we've got some more. Banbury are losing in the FA Cup to Wardstone 2-1. That's not a full-time score yet. Hungerford Town have lost to Leiston 4-1 in the FA Cup. Whitehawk 2, Merthyr 0. So that means that the trip next, not this Saturday coming, the next Saturday after, the 15th of October, will be Slough Town away to Merthyr, that trip on a Saturday. So look out for coach details. We'll give those out for you next Saturday. But till then, Slough will be disappointed to have this winning run come to an end. But they've come up against a good Dartford side who has deserved the win overall. And Slough will be disappointed not to have taken and created a few more chances. Dartford having a little team huddle at the moment. They'll be delighted with that trip round the M25. We wish all their players, management and fans a safe trip home. And until next Saturday, we wish you all the very best for the weekend. Enjoy it no matter what you do, and we'll be back. And apologies for any technical problems. So until then, goodbye.